Here's why Logan Paul lost to KSI in the YouTuber boxing rematch. That's next. Welcome back to the channel, Shakers. Derek Van Shake here. Logan Paul was considered to be the favorite to beat KSI in their boxing rematch at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California. And here is what I predicted over a month before the fight. Based on his level of confidence and the fact that Logan is taller with longer reach and home crowd advantage, Logan Maverick Paul has the better chance of winning. Logan lost by just 1 point in a split decision.
56-55. To the winner by split decision from the United Kingdom, the Nightmare.
Yeah, the fight was extremely close, and some say the referee should not have penalized Logan with 2 points on this late hit.
Oh, big uppercut! Big uppercut for Logan!
Logan decided to dedicate himself to training for this fight for a year.
Been spending the last year and a half, and especially the last month, 2 months, becoming a professional fighter, with the goal of becoming the heavyweight champion of the world, and I'm serious about that.
He's an accomplished high school football player and wrestler, had unlimited budget, and was significantly bigger than KSI.
That is... Yes.
So understandably, he was considered to be the favorite. But how did Logan lose?
The outcome's going to be way different. I will not leave it to the judges.
Many thought Logan was going to easily win, but there's always a fascinating story behind these shocking upsets. So we're going to piece together the evidence along with breaking down body language to find out the real reasons why Logan Paul lost to KSI. Now, let's get started. Confidence is critical in boxing. However, when someone is overconfident, that's when confidence works against the fighter, causing inflated egos or arrogance. But how exactly does overconfidence work against someone? Well, have you ever seen Rocky 3 when Rocky started to believe winning was easy?
That's skill. That's natural talent. You can't teach that. That's how Ali used to move. I've been boxing for 33,000 years. I never seen it. I never seen a machine like you. In 100 years, y'all was here. Y'all witnessed it. Future president.
2032.
That's right, 2032. Heavyweight champion. The next 3 to 4 years.
And this is what happened to Rocky in the fight. Rocky drastically underestimated his opponent and failed to prepare. Logan claimed that he trained hard, where his whole life became centered around this one fight.
Everything does feel pretty automated.
It is.
I finished the workout. I have my food brought to me. I do the ice bath, and by the way, tons of people assisting me.
So what are you focused on?
I can
are you making music?
I can
Or are you
multitask.
fighting? You can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't, and you'll find that out.
But if he wasn't training with the fear that he could lose the fight, he certainly wasn't training hard enough.
Do not neglect your nap time.
Fear is valuable. Fear is fuel. You can either have it work for you or it will work against you. We want to harness fear so we can push ourselves harder and further to accomplish more. However, we don't want that fear to paralyze us from taking action. Or on the flip side, becoming so arrogant that fear goes away completely.
There is no fear of losing. Fear implies the potential that it could happen. Do you know what decapitate means?
Crushing this kid's skull.
First round decapitation!
I'm more concerned about who's gonna catch his head.
Decapitate his opponent in the first round.
First round knockout.
Knock him out in the first round. He gonna be begging Logan to knock him out with a right hand, because the jab gonna be so hard. He gonna tear him apart.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of this kid. I am so excited.
This is war. We gonna hurt you. You're gonna get beat up really bad. I told Logan, if you don't put this man in the hospital, something wrong.
I'm gonna embarrass you in front of a lot of celebs, bro.
No one on your own team is taking you seriously.
Welcome from YouTube to the pros, man. This is gonna be a piece of cake.
We'll see you once I am a champion.
KSI, November 9th, is going to be the worst, most embarrassing day of your life. Good luck, my friend.
2 weeks later.
United Kingdom, the Nightmare.
But how does someone like Logan become so arrogant? Well, watch this.
There's 2 outcomes that could happen on November 9th. You can either win or you can win. And literally there's no chance it goes any other way.
This man has ability. He has reflexes. He has legs. He has everything, and he's white. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he's gonna be the greatest thing to ever touch.
Logan wins TKO, 5th round.
You don't even know how to try.
You should probably try.
No, you don't have to try.
Okay.
Just go in the ring, man. Don't try. Okay? That's my advice to you.
Logan is so much sharper, so much better shape. I feel bad for KSI.
Yes, success can start to seed arrogance, but when a person also surrounds themselves with people who constantly tell them how great they are and how they just can't lose, that's when they become fear deprived and lose their edge.
Look at him, y'all. Specimen of a man. I've never seen a boxer with that much flexibility. Get a picture now. History in the making. Look at that. Look at him. In shape, flexible, limber, athletic, agility. You got it all. Chin, heart, everything. Condition. Look at him. I know you can do that, Trent. I never seen a fighter do that. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Get the cameras going. Look at him, y'all. Incredible. Come on, man. Only a few fighters in history, the greats, could do stuff like that. First $1 billion fighter. Let's go, champ. Look at him. Ali used to wear sweatpants like that. Student of the game. Look at him, y'all. In shape. He never gonna get tired. Unleash him on KSI. Poor KSI. Look at him, y'all. Built like a gladiator. Built like a gladiator. A machine. The Terminator body. Light on his feet like Ray Roberts. Y'all witnessing history right now. Tell your grandkids and their grandkids. Y'all witnessed it. True machine. Future president. 3 to 4 years. Heavyweight champion of the world. True machine. There you go, champ. Look at them feet. Do the ribbon dance on them, champ. That's it, champ. Look at him. Look at him, y'all. Let's go, champ. Look great, champ. I like them legs. Get those muscles in his back. He a machine. Let's go, champ. He a machine. Ooh, look at him. Look at him. Wow, wow. He got that natural. Let's go, champ. Look at them legs, y'all. This is like 10, but it's only 3. Y'all never seen nothing like this. Tell him, champ. Way to go, champ. Way to go, champ. Way to go, champ. Way to go, champ. That's it, champ. Johnson, champ. That's it, champ. Damn, champ. Don't hurt me, champ. Boy, he can't stop that. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ.
Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. He's not a champ. He never won a true boxing match. He doesn't deserve to be called a champ. There's no participation trophies in professional boxing. Logan did not need a let's go champ trainer in his corner.
I'm saying stop being a yes man.
One thing I ain't never been is a yes man. You said, yo,
I'm just done with the you're the best.
Logan certainly had enough pats on the back from everyone else in his life. Logan needed someone who would push him hard every day, while also planting that healthy seed of fear in his mind that if he doesn't do everything that's required, he will lose to KSI.
But this ship can't sink. She's made of iron, sir. I assure you, she can.
Now let's look at the two fighters as they walk to the ring. And who do you think has more focus, aggression, and intensity? Since we've been using Rocky 3 references, KSI has the eye of the tiger. Logan Paul looks so casual and even a little confused. It's kind of like he just stumbled through the wrong door. His head even looking down at one point. That's really dangerous, going into a boxing ring with someone with KSI's focus, intensity, and surely raging adrenaline. But Logan Paul just casually shows up.
The person you see standing in front of you right now, you will not see this person in 2 months. First thing I did this morning was sneezed. He will be completely gone 3 times, and then I've been sneezing throughout the whole day, and I'll be completely transformed into some outerly world creature.
Slept till 2 p.m. and I don't want to make excuses, but this is my excuse.
Outerly world creature.
Put him up. I don't want to be the person that wins all the time.
I want to be the best exhibition fighter in the world.
Nah, more like an exhibitionist.
Shannon Briggs he's the 2-time heavyweight champ of the world. He's got the most knockouts in heavyweight history. And we brought him onto our camp so he could transfer all his 35 years of boxing knowledge to me. Every day he teaches me a little bit more and more.
Jake Paul, Logan's younger brother, is back there. Now watch his body language right when Logan starts talking about how his trainer is making him extremely tough.
About what it means to be a professional fighter and honestly a cold-hearted killer. Like I said, that's what I'm becoming, and this is no longer a joke.
Yes, Jake bites his lip, moves his jaw asymmetrically to one side, and then shows all of his teeth. As you can imagine, it indicates a lot of strong negative feelings, showing extreme discomfort, anger, apprehension, and painful frustration for him to hear what Logan just said. Interesting, right? Well, watch this.
I would drive over to Logan's house, drive back after the practice where
I felt like he could have turned up the juice a little bit, and he didn't. And he would kind of always be a little bit reserved.
I know you sparred with people, and your coach told them to ease off a bit. Yeah, but you don't know that.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, you don't know that.
But I never spoke up or said anything or gave any of my advice because I trusted what Shannon was teaching him and that everything was going to be okay because I'm new in this sport and Shannon's a 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, so I just kept my opinions to myself.
When you go inside of a gym, do you feel like you have the respect of the other fighters in there?
We actually try to stay away from public gyms.
Did you notice how crooked with disagreement Jake's face got when Logan said he stays away from public gyms?
We actually try to stay away from public gyms.
Jake seems to know that's just keeping Logan in his little controlled bubble that his trainer Shannon Briggs set up for him. Kind of like how we saw Rocky do earlier. However, when Rocky goes for a comeback, he trains in an LA public gym to go back to basics to get that Eye of the Tiger back.
What is 7 times 8?
6 times 6. 9 times 9. 11 times 11. 5 times 5.
You hear some trash talk now coming from Logan Paul's camp.
7 times 7. 7 times 7.
Shut the f up.
It's 49.
I don't care, bro.
It's 49. I'm gonna give you an easy one.
Cool. Okay.
10 times 10.
Cool. Okay. I know you're afraid to get hit. You're afraid to get hit. I've reached a point where I'm not afraid to get hit. I'm not afraid to get punched in the face or, take a big body shot.
I can't ruin my face. I can't ruin my face, bro. I need it.
Logan agreed to box without headgear and 10-ounce professional boxing gloves, and he's concerned about getting punched in his face?
I'm too pretty to fight in this guy.
Worrying about the aesthetics of your face is not something you want to be thinking about when you're in a pro boxing match and the other guy is trying to kill you. There are 2 main aspects of boxing. The first is giving a punch, and the second is taking a punch. You can't be a very effective boxer if you're afraid to get punched.
Here in this round and maybe the 4th, the last 2 rounds are going to be hellacious for him.
You were told not to get hit in the head again by a physician who did a brain scan.
Unlike my opponent, I have a very, very big brain.
When you see these holes.
Oh no.
And
parts of my brain are missing.
You said that you shouldn't be getting hit because you have holes in your brain?
Yeah.
In February 2019, a doctor scanned Logan's brain, and here's what he found.
This is really important because right here is the most human, thoughtful part of us. You're going to have trouble with focus and forethought and follow through and organization, planning, empathy, so for relationships.
My God.
And learning from the mistakes you make. Are you doing any high-risk behaviors?
Because he won't have much gas. Was that a knockdown? Oh, no.
Get rid of any high-risk behavior that's going to put you at risk for another head injury.
Says Jack Reese, it was behind the head. Jack Reese says, let's go. Logan Paul may be hurt.
Because this brain is not going to tolerate a lot more brain injury.
That looked like it was behind the head, though, Ryan.
He needs to hold, though. Those type of shots, you could be hurt by them.
What about boxing? Not if you're getting hit in the head.
I promise, I won't damage my brain any more than it already is.
What the doctor said is surely on his mind during this fight and surely impacting his boxing. You're not going to be an effective boxer if you're afraid to charge in on your opponent because you're afraid to get hit. What was he thinking? How did he think he was going to win this thing? He must be so arrogant, he's delusional. The first time Logan got hit with no head guards and 10-ounce boxing gloves was during this fight. See if you can pick up on anything with Logan's body language, which would reveal how he really felt about getting hit.
I will say getting hit with no head guards and 10-ounce gloves was interesting. That was a first. That was a first. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was cool.
Yes, as soon as he started talking about it and therefore remembering back to how it felt, he started to give himself a self-comforting hand massage. It was not cool for him and was surely a major issue for him in the fight.
I feel like a animal.
I don't know if I'm that animal.
If you die, you die.
If he dies, he dies.
Oh no! Hey, you just showed up?
I just break you.
I must break you.
This is hilarious. Are you serious?
Now listen to Logan try to claim this after the fight, which seems that he wants to try and come across as the good guy and definitely not a sociopath and certainly not lacking empathy.
There's something in me that has a problem taking it from 99 to 100, crossing that finish line in boxing and wanting to hurt the man in the ring.
That doesn't seem to be what actually happened because, watch.
Fight at this pace for this long, even.
Oh, nice planing.
Logan lost the fight because his arrogance made him believe he couldn't lose and was unable to tap into that necessary intensity, determination, and aggression to attack his opponent. Also knowing that his brain is injured and shouldn't be taking any punches to the head seemed to hold him back, becoming even more cautious of getting hit and therefore causing him to be even less aggressive in the fight.
There's so much talk about the person who loses becoming a meme.
Yeah.
And I've been a meme before. And I might not be the one who's a meme in this case.
It's sometimes difficult to determine where each fighter's true level of confidence lies when it tends to be masked in flamboyant overconfidence to create drama, promote the fight, and sell tickets. Confidence, like most things, is on a bell curve where too little is bad, but too much is just as bad. Give this video a thumbs up if you think Logan Paul was overconfident and arrogant. Give this video a thumbs down if you believe Logan Paul was not arrogant.
I'd like to do MMA.
Who do you want Conor to fight next?
Conor McGregor?
Yeah.
Me.
You?
I swear to God. Yeah, I'll fight Conor.
Now in the comments, why do you think Logan Paul was so arrogant to think he just couldn't lose? Let everyone know in the comments below. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on new body language and investigative videos where we always seem to shake up YouTube. And I'll see you at the top.